And of course my iPhone is gonna act like a dumbass and not work with me so that I can't see that I'm live, so I can't post my shit. There. Copy the link. I'm gonna edit this if I can. I'm gonna edit the thumbnail, but apparently I can't do that. I'm gonna go on to Twitter here. Give me one moment. And I'm gonna have to keep an eye out in case the comment section actually does work on the PS4 for once. Oh, freaking goodness. I also love how I copied a link, or I thought I did, and yet I can't paste it. Broken ass YouTube. Alright. We're gonna call in the consigliere and get our money stored. So I got about 8 grand saved up total. Yeah, let's go get back to my boogie oogie. Alright, let's find the next story-based thing. Let's go do this. Get up. Goodbye. Wait, switch weapons. Good night. And book it out of here. U-turn. Alright. Whoa! Idiot. No. Where is it? There we go. Now I can get out of there in peace. Oof. Alright, let's see. Apparently something important about that. That's an optional mission. Let's be a side mission. These are optional. Need to find the next story mission. That's what I'm really concerned about. Let's see. That's a race. That's an optional mission. Right there. It's an optional. I bet you anyway I'm gonna do a bunch of just optional shit just to continue. Yeah, I gotta wait it out on this thing. Well, let's find out. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's part of the story. That's right. Duh. Like I said, I haven't played this game since my last stream of this, that I forgot what I was doing. Alright. Really quick, you're gonna get blue. Okay. I just had to check my controller, make sure it was still usable. I'll post these into this in the Discord or two in a moment. Let's do this. Yep. Alright, let's hit right here. Wing, wing, boom. Pause. Pause. Let's see. Oops. Close out of YouTube for no reason. Alright. Let's hit these guys hard, fast, and often. Thanks, MJ! Where's this motherfucker? We'll definitely destroy that. Seriously, where's this guy? He's hiding like a coward. Good night, son of a bitch. Good night. Give me one sec here. Let's see. Good night. That was an up close shot too. Damn. Good night. Thank you. Come again. Alright, let's go steal their money and go from there. Lots of cash here. Nice, nice, nice. Alright. Where can I? Yeah, thank you. We don't need that gun. Alright, let's see. There we go. Nice. Take that. Apparently there's a supply thing there, so good. Now we can get out of here. And at least now I know the chat thing on my PS4 is working again, so that's a plus. Get in the car, and it's going to probably tell me to go to a certain location. If not, I'll just figure it out. Let's see. Also, if you guys hear a lot of noise in the background, it's probably the wind, because it's pretty crazy about the wind out in my area right now. And honestly, only people from my area know what I'm talking about. Also, once I've got stuff situated, I might set up a GoFundMe thing because I want to help out with something. But also, give me 1 second. Actually, where's my Twitter? Really? You're broken. Alright, let's see. I gotta have a mission somewhere. Let's see. These are all the story chapters. But yeah, I'm getting kind of, if I'm being honest, I'm getting kind of annoyed with how YouTube is gonna start running its whole censorship crap as far as the comment section is concerned. They're gonna censor anybody that writes a swear or something. It's like, really? Like, I can understand if you put something super offensive like the N-word, any form of the N-word, or something. But I swear, if fucking YouTube, after somebody goes and puts, let's say somebody just as a joke puts poly on a cracker or something, you know, something where it's like a term that was originally offensive in like the era that this game takes place, which is the 60s. And they put that shit in there and it censors it, I'm gonna lose it in the funniest way. I'm gonna be dying from laughter. I'm gonna be laughing my ass off and everything. Alright, let's see. So yeah. I love how it tells you there's certain stuff over here, but yet it's in very particular spots. Also, I'm gonna look up something because I want to know exactly what it represents. And I don't give a damn if YouTube wants to try and take this video down because, oh, it's a political thing. No, it ain't. You try and take it down, YouTube, I'm just gonna keep fighting it until you put it back up. And if you don't put it back up, I'll sue you for the value that you would take away if it were to make any money. Even though I know it won't. Alright. This is the definition of the U.S. Constitution of the United States of America, originally written in 1789, and then revitalized, or corrected and fixed, and revised in 1992. It says, U.S. First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting on establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress or grievances. What that means exactly I wouldn't be able to tell you, but that's just how it's written. I'm just reading how it's written. How people interpret that is entirely up to them. They want to say, oh, YouTube's violating the freedom of speech part of that First Amendment. Then you take it up with YouTube. I'm not going to take it up with them. How the First Amendment is determined is based on what it says. You want to look into it like I am? Do it. But that's just what it says, because people are claiming, oh, they're breaking our freedom of speech. Seriously, if they were breaking the freedom of speech, we would have literally no democracy. We'd be in freaking total anarchy right now, because technically every little thing we do is now violating freedom of speech. We can't say this, we can't say that, we can't do this, we can't do that. I mean, it kind of makes sense as to why we can't say half the shit we can't say. Do I look like I give a fuck, though? No. Do I look like I'm gonna care? No. Will I live with it? Yes. Am I proud to be American? Yes. Do I have moments in which I wish wasn't living in America? Not because I don't like the country, but because I want to live somewhere else? Totally. There are several countries I would love to live in, but I know nothing of how their laws vary from the US, so I wouldn't want to risk going there and seeming like I'm being polite and then I'm violating a law. Also, why the hell do I keep doing that? I'm so accustomed to other things. Hey, Lifted, good to see you, my dude. I'm trying to remember the controls. I haven't played this game in so long that I'm so accustomed to, like, older game controls from other games that use R2 as part of your moves and stuff, or L2 and stuff, and it's like, I'm forgetting all the control schemes. Just went on my little rant, but I'm also just trying to remember this game. I haven't streamed in a bit, so I'm having a bit of a brain fart, because I haven't streamed in a hot minute. Okay, this is the first time I've ever actually tried driving one of these in this game, because I just want to do this, because I don't know where the next mission is, next part of the thing is. So I'm just dicking around now. What's that say? Support your local dock union. Bleh. Yeah, but like I was saying this because I just want to state this. I don't really care what people claim is freedom of speech being violated and stuff, because technically everything would be violated at this point. But that's beside the point. What I'm going to say is this. I'm glad that I live in America where, you know, you have the right to say what you want to say publicly without people being able to do anything unless it's offensive in some way. And that's a great thing. But there are times where I want to know what it's like to live in another country. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to see at least what one day and maybe say, you know, how the laws would factor in a different country versus over here. Because in some countries, a law that might seem like stupid to them might be something that we have that the way we review it or perceive it could be completely okay. In the sense that basically it's like when you read something, you might interpret what you read one way, while somebody might interpret it a completely different way, and by the end of it, people might have two different opinions of something. You know? Like, I might see this game as being awesome and non-racist, and some people might see it as racist and stupid. Exactly. See, Lifted, you know what's up. You get my sense. It's all about your area. Each area has different perceptions on how they perceive things on laws and stuff. Like right now I know in Connecticut, because that's where I'm from, they're considering cutting one of the most key things to getting kids stuff for school. They're considering cutting tax-free weekends so that people don't have a tax-free break to get clothes for kids. And then they're going to raise the tax on sales online from the current 1% sales tax to potentially the state tax value of a 6.35% tax. Yeah, but Connecticut seems to be the worst state when it comes to changing things.
Always good to see you, sir.
Always good to see you, Mike. Alright. I was like, don't tell me I'm going in the employees only thing, because I need this. There we go. Boom, look at that. Health restored. Lifted, I wish I knew if you had a PlayStation or a way to do a voice chat thing with me. You and I could literally chat right now. We could talk whatever. And if YouTube has an issue with it, that's too bad. Yeah. Then on top of that, they're going to consider increasing the sales tax on buying a boat from 15, which is already ridiculous, to 17. I'm like, Connecticut is broken. I don't know how people can live in Connecticut with how broken it is. I'm telling you, politics are just broken. Apparently, though, I learned this. This is the reason why Trump... I've always wondered this. I was always like, why is Trump... And I'm not trying to mock him. I'm just, like, confused. I'm like, why is Trump so, you know, lethargic? You know, why is he one of the more heavy-built type people? And I come to find out, the reason he's so heavily built is because he's trying to, like, be an average American. He doesn't want people to associate him with, you know, with how rich he is. He wants to be associated with the fact that he can live like a normal American could. And by that I mean like the people to trust him by making himself look like an average American human. You know, an average American. Oh, come on, you dumbass motherfucking wanker. Excelente. But yeah, I find it really stupid. This is the stupid thing I have with YouTube, and why I was considering streaming on Twitch. But then I'm like, no, I get more people that pop in and out on YouTube more consistently. Yeah, I learned that through YouTube like 2 days ago. I was like, huh. Because I always wondered like why Trump was how he was. He did that, and the reason he eats fast food is he said these are his 3 reasons why. The main reason is 1, it's just what he's accustomed to. 2 is that he just wants to be treated as if he's like any other normal American. He wants to appeal to the average American. And the other thing is that he said that apparently with those, he trusts that he's less likely to get poisoned and die from a poisoning incident while being president over at like a McDonald's or a Burger King than he would if he were to go through, say, a fancy restaurant that is for like people with, you know, hundreds and thousands of dollars or something. And I'm like, that alone just gives me more reason to respect Trump. It's like that right there has proven why I respect Trump further now. Like, I had respect for Trump because he was part of my childhood, you know, with Home Alone and everything, but that just, yeah, exactly. I can't believe it does. I was like, Trump, you have earned my undying respect just for that. Yeah, exactly. It's the 3rd reason for sure. Like, I don't blame him. If I was in his shoes, I would do the exact same thing. I would legit try not to risk getting, you know, things happen. Also, construction worker, are you okay? Or do I gotta put you into the ground? I think I gotta put you in the ground, my friend. I'm gonna kill a guy because he can't get out. I'm trying to help him. Get out the wall, bro. There. You're welcome. I saved your ass. Yeah. I saved your ass from getting stuck in a wall. You could see it on video. I can see it too. Also, I love how I was trying to go across and I climbed up something. Exactly. I don't know. I think it's just he just wanted to prove that he's not just some rich snob like a lot of people associate, you know, the government of the US with, you know. Like, they always associate somebody with being an upper class, rich, snobby ass person, kind of like how the films portray them. And he wanted to prove ones. So I don't know. Also, I don't know why I keep having YouTube open on my phone when I legit just happen to realize the chat is actually working on the PS4. Also, I wish I knew where I was going, but I don't know where to go now. Also, I gotta stop doing that. Alright, Franklin. This is Lincoln Clay. I always think of Franklin Clayton for GTA 5. Why, I don't know. Not racist, I just, like, I'm so used to playing, like, GTAs and stuff that I forget this guy. Good night. I love how that guy didn't even, like, question anything. Let's see. I'll draw one of these guys out. Come on. You notice, though, I've noticed this. Trump's main reason for his... Okay. But I was gonna say, I noticed Trump's main reason for his backlash is this whole claim that there was this, like... I think it's like she was a porn star or something, was trying to sue him for something that happened long before his presidency. And it's like, really? Like, how idiotic can you be? Alright. Let's go, Lincoln. Trying not to yawn on y'all. But seriously, like, where does it want me to go? It's not telling me where half the objectives are. Also, Lincoln, I want you to kick the door in. Attaboy. Go up and to the left. Up and to the left. Or as Trump said, back and to the left. Back and to the left. And if that sounded like how he did when he said it, that was just pure irony and coincidence. Like, that was not even my intent. And I'm sure somebody's watching and lurking, because I know there's somebody that said they always lurk if they happen to get the chance. They don't usually get to comment because they're busy, and I think that's Shondo. Of the baddest dudes that usually lurks. Who else? Who knows? You're all good. Do what you gotta do. Also, I just want to do this for the hell of it. Woo! Pull out your gun, dude. And reload. And put it away. And nobody knows it was me. I've always wanted to rob a place, but it's almost impossible, I think, in this game to do robberies, unlike in the other games. And I would do like a GTA Online and invite the public kind of thing, but I'm like, there's people I'd invite, but first off, I don't even know if they're available. Second off, I don't know how stable my Wi-Fi would be to let me go online. And third is, I just, I just don't care. There we go. Junction box. That's what I gotta do. I gotta deal with these things. Tick. Bang. Nailed it. These will actually open access to more parts of the map. So you can see things that you can't normally get access to. No, exactly. Like, I'll admit it. For a short while, I had an issue with Trump being president. And then I'm like, wait. Why did I not want him as president again? Like, I was thinking, I think the only reason I didn't want him as president was because of, like, wanting to have a female president in our history, but I think that's the only reason. So I'm like, what was my logic to hating on Trump all of a sudden? Like, I can't make any logic out of it. Also, you can see I'm just collecting, like, hella, Playboys. Jumbo crabs, clams, oyster, shrimp, lobsters. Let's see what's what in here. Whoop, and out. I love how that fire extinguisher just drops. For no reason other than to just drop. Drop it low, low, drop it low. Okay, give me that. It's already temporarily closed. Oh yeah, I remember that. Grab her right by the video. I remember there's this YouTuber I watch. His name is Blasphemous HD, and there's this guy that made a video of him where it's his head on Trump's body, and he's like, he makes it go. It goes, you hold it there, you behind the vagina, and you say, hey, spread it. Exactly, he was just hungry for some of that poontang pie, as The Rock would say. But yeah, basically, Trump would be like this. He'd be like... So basically, the video goes like this. There's the guy there, and he's like... Blasphemous HD's on the video, and he's like... You grab it right by the vagina. And you hold it there. And you say, hey, spread it. You spread it right now, and then he goes... You know, the little tune you hear for when somebody's running for president type thing in like the old cartoons. It's the dumbest opening to a try not to laugh video ever, but it's funny as hell. My only gripe with Trump is the whole wall. Like, he wants to build a wall. But if it were to come to light about the old video footage showing that he was saying there was different ways for the Mexicans to get through it with the whole wall thing, then I don't think he'd be too happy with the fact that his idea was wasted. Exactly. Watch this. You see that rapid fire there? Look at that, rapid fire pressing. Alright, and grab the piece, boom, done. Nice. I'm looking to see if there's any enemies still around, because it says I was trespassing, but I don't see no enemy. So I don't know what I'm trespassing on. You know what? Let's go get... Where is it? Let's go try this thing out. I want to see what this is like. I've never actually done this optional mission, so... This will be a first for me to try, and first for you guys to see. But give me 1 sec. Yep, I gotta plug in my controller. 1 moment. Of course I do. Cause of course I do. There, it should be charging. Plus, if we wanted to keep Mexico out, we would have done that already, you know? It's like, come on. Take the job and give away the cash I make. More in a phone call than all year doing this. Yeah, exactly. That's basically what Trump is able to do if he wants to. Like, Trump could just be like, yo, here, you want free cash? Take it. I don't need it. I'm freaking American. I'm a rich motherfucker. I don't need this cash. I can make it back in a call or something. Take it and leave. Now, I'm not going to assume, but I wouldn't think you're a wrestling fan, Lifted. If you are, then you'll have to tell me if you agree to disagree or agree to agree. But, I see what you mean. I get you. So what I was saying is, what was I saying now? Oh yeah, for anyone that's a wrestling fan that might pop in, I'm sure you're aware now with the whole DX going to the Hall of Fame now, there's one member of DX is a 2-time Hall of Famer, and that of the Heartbreak Kid. Obviously China made it in because of that, and everything else. Here's what I want to know, though, is if China's able to get in, especially with everything that she had going on in her life, you know, drug addiction, this, that, the other, who's to say that Benoit doesn't deserve it? Yeah, there's the whole claim, double murder, suicide. But you go and look back at some of those things from around the time the incident happened. First off, how could he have done it when he was a family man? He even said himself, he loved Nancy, he loved his son, Daniel, you know, he loved his whole family, you know. Then on top of that, Chavo Guerrero Jr., the son of Eddie Guerrero, who mind you, or the nephew, sorry, nephew of Eddie Guerrero, who mind you, his uncle was a drug addict and still died peacefully and still ended up in the Hall of Fame. How come Eddie could be a drug addict, he could smoke, die young, all this stuff, yet Benoit, people want Benoit, think Benoit's a murderer and he's not. Like, there's enough evidence from Eddie's nephew to prove Benoit is innocent. Like, come on. You know, like, in my opinion, I feel Benoit deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. If China can get in the Hall of Fame, I say Benoit can. And if you don't like it, well, I got 2 words for you. Suck it. Yes, I know how to do brutal takedowns, game. You don't have to teach me how to do a brutal takedown. But yeah, that's just my take. Like, why put somebody that you've had issues with for years in the Hall of Fame as a part of her team that her stable was in, like the stable she was part of. But yet you can't put a person like Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame because you claim he was a murderer and he took his own life, even though the nephew of one of your prestigious wrestlers who died of drug overdoses and stuff, and smoking and this, that, and the other, had even talked to Benoit prior to the incident and said, oh, hey, I got a phone call. I got somebody at the... It went like this. Basically, Chavo said himself, even in a podcast he said this. He said, quote, I was in a phone... And this was in like a news article for, I think, WWE Magazine or something at the time. Or some big magazine thing like a Sports Illustrated or something. He said, quote, he was on the phone with Benoit, having a good time. They were talking this, that, and the other. And Benoit says to him, he says, hey, Chavo, I'll be right back. I gotta go answer the door, because he could hear the knock in the distance. Chavo could hear it on his phone. He said, hey, I'll be right back. There's somebody knocking at my door. He says, alright. So he goes to get it, and then when he comes back, he can hear on the phone, Chavo can hear on the phone, Benoit having a struggle with somebody for the phone, and then the phone just goes dead. Why would Benoit fake a struggle for a phone, then have the phone line go dead, only for him to go and kill his wife and son and himself? Then on top of that, there was beer bottles around his body, but yeah, there's no beer in his system. Oddly suspicious. Also, why would Benoit, if he's also, because I believe he was sort of religious, a little bit, he had Bibles and stuff near his, he didn't have a Bible out. Why would they put a Bible near the wife and son, but not themselves? Like, literally, there's so much evidence proving that there's no way they could have done it, because they would have already, like, think about this. When Nancy was found, it took them 4 tries before they finally settled, like 3 or 4 different locations before they settled on the location of where they found her dead body. So I'm thinking, if the cops can't even get their facts straight about where she is, who's to say that their facts about, oh, he murdered both of them and killed himself is accurate? That alone proves why Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame. And if you think that's controversial, you don't know the half of controversial. I mean, literally, look at Joey Styles back in '06 when he quit WWE for good. He was like, you know, he was a color commentator for the original ECW in '01. He would call pay-per-views by himself. And this is what's even, I actually agree with him. Like, he said back then in that promo that he doesn't want to call the wrestlers sports entertainers. They are not sports entertainers. But they'd get rid of, you know, JR to bring in Joey Styles, only for Joey Styles to be like, they want him to be like JR, who they had fired in the first place, and that's why they took him off of pay-per-views like Mania and Backlash. And it's like, dude, Vince at the time didn't have his head on straight. Get your head on straight. Now look at it. All these years later, they finally get their fucking head on straight, and look at the storylines they're bringing in. But I find it funny how Stone Cold storyline from like the 90s, in the late 90s, early 2000s, is the same concept they're using for Becky Lynch's The Man gimmick. It's like, WWE, find something unique. Like, believe it or not, the only unique pay-per-view storyline or event they had was the Shield Triple Threat title match they had at a pay-per-view back in like 2015. That, I had a hand in saying. I said to Vince, I said, hey, I talked to him back in 2015. I got him on the phone. I'm like, hey, Vince, is this Mr. McMahon or Vince McMahon? He's like, this is. Who are you? I said my name to him. He said, nice to meet you. He's like, so what did you need to talk to me about? I know, right? So he said, what do you need to talk to me about? I was like, well, if you really want to get the fans interested in your storylines, I have a suggestion you could take if you'd like, and you could roll with it. And he's like, okay, so what did you have in mind? I said to him, I says, Mr. McMahon or Vince, if you don't mind, I would love to see a Shield Triple Threat. Put it in a steel cage, Hell in a Cell, whatever, and put it at a pay-per-view. Put it on something where people are gonna want to pay to see that storyline. You know, they're gonna pay to see the Shield go at it for a title. He said, all right, I'll see what I can do. Months later, the pay-per-view rolls around. What happens? Shield Triple Threat is created. Who is to thank for that idea? Me. Vince McMahon, if you're listening, I'm to thank for that $1 million idea that got you your pay-per-view buys back. Me. Not you. Me. I was the genius behind it. My dad and I said, oh, we'd love to see... This is what's even funnier. My dad and I, we were in the car. We were listening to WEEI, which is the, the New England area radio station for everything Red Sox, Celtics, Bruins, and Patriots. And my dad and I are like, we'd love to see the Shield get that. Because Seth was a heel at the time, so we're like, we'd love to see the Seth Rollins get his comeuppance, have him go up in a triple threat against Ambrose and Reigns or something in a Shield triple threat. And I talked to Vince early during the near summer 2015 time frame around when Fastlane would happen. And lo and behold, the storyline was taken into effect and boom, they got their buys back. So WWE should be thanking me for giving them $1 million idea that got their brand back on track. Okay, that was strange. And I can act about it, I could give a dog a bone. This will make you rolling home. Alright, I'm gonna check the battery real quick. Yeah, it'll be alright. Alright, let's find... What kind of class are you? Point to point exotic. And what am I currently using? Let's see. Oh, isn't that convenient? I'm using an exotic class. Let's go do a race. Finish first in hollow point race. Yeah, I'm gonna finish first. I'm not expecting to beat the record, but I'm definitely gonna finish first. Vroom, 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 vroom. So, I'm focusing on that race. Shit. Hate when I get those moments. Start the race. This will probably be the last thing, and then I'm gonna bow out for the time being, take a break. Yeah, I know it's not the longest stream I've done, but still. Vroom 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 vroom. Cause I'm there, and better than ever. Got 'em there for making things better. Face facts, cause your opinion don't matter. This maniac is gonna step on never. It's time getting like, cause I'm gonna make some shit. Just kicking ass, taking things, the hats on babies. I'm burning down the dead world, burning down town. It's all in my way, so get your ass in the lane. Yes, I just did some Eric Bischoff Raw music for you. Cause that's Monday Night Raw music. They say... They say that I lost it. Well, talk me down, and I said it's gonna cost you my way. The boss of you morons never count me out. There's one thing you can count on. I remember this old ditty. Here's a good old classic wrestling theme for you. No chance, that's what you've got. Up against the machine too strong. Gritty politician boys from us puppets, who will find their place in line. Tie a string around your finger now, boy, cause it's just a matter of time. Cause you've got no chance. No chance in hell. You've got no chance. no chance in hell. Come on, come on, come and get it. Come on. What you got? Well, it's the big show. It's the big man show tonight. Oh, show tonight. Get ready for something that you'll never know. Yes, I'm saying all the wrestling classics. Let's see. Sure. I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. Got the look. That drive, girl. Oh, you got this one. Are you ready? Yeah, you think you could tell us what to do? You think you could tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready to bow to the masters. Come on, break it down. Degenerate into something fool. Just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's the price. Yeah, that's a price, little man. Come on, break it down. Or you gotta. Let's see. See, I want to do the Stone Cold, like, 2001, like, heel two-man power trip with Triple H theme, and I can't even do that right now. I got the older one stuck in my head. I got his, like, more common one that you'd hear. Oh yeah, it goes, stand up, cause you're the nearest one left for the kill. You don't believe betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. Stand up, cause you're the next one in line for the kill. You don't believe me, but I'm betting that you will. Stand up, I'll let you live a little bit with the pain that I bring. You know it's only the beginning. I'm breaking the limit inside you. Stop begging someone to hide you. I'm breaking the limit inside you. No, wait, straight to me. Yeah, that's the version of Stone Cold I like, was the Disturbed one from '01, baby. Ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na, da-na-na, na-na-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. I mean, I also know, you got the Shield, which goes Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield. This is what I like to call Nightcore Hitman singing the classics. I got a song I could do, but I'd have to find like the karaoke version, and I will do that in a moment because I want to sing it. Especially if Solid Nate sees this, because if he sees it post-stream, I want him to see some Sinatra on this bitch. Go! No! Lincoln! Damn it, you idiot! Alright, you know what? Let's get some Sinatra. Let's see. Let's do it this way. My Way, Frank Sinatra. Karaoke. And I'm gonna listen to see. This should be the karaoke version. Oh! Hang on a sec. Turned off the phone. Unlocked. I can barely hear it. There it goes. For Solid Meat. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. But my friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I plumbed each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spat it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did it all. And may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me. I did it my way. Or this, what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. Yes. Yes, it was my way. And on that note, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for joining me. Until next time, this is Nightcore Hitman, bidding you adieu.